not stiff and not moving your upper body, only be a matter of time for Shields' time.
Has very little head movement, so she keeps the head right up.
Scott likes to fight coming forward, but right now Shields is forcing her back. Good jab there.
And that's where Scott is actually vulnerable on the back foot.
Shots from Shields, but Scott fires back.
I'll tell you, we are already, I think, seeing some of the evolution of Clarissa Sheilds. She's sitting down on these punches a little bit more.
And I'm surprised that Scott is changing.
Okay, come on, man.
Well, Chris said earlier there's no way that Scott can outbox her. She's got to outbox her.
Technicality.
Strong face, Scott look.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, Shields also has faced someone that's 6 foot tall, just like Case Scott. And was able to handle her and getting up Perkins. Actually dropped Perkins with an overhand shot, overhand right. A bump coming up on the forehead of Case Scott.
She's had problems before.
That's going to turn into a hematoma, it's already flowing.
What are they saying? Whoop that trick.
The Slebs are here tonight. Sugar Shane Mosley, famously known for his drawl with Sergio Mora. There's Mayweather and Crawford sharing an intimate moment. Shakur Stevenson with a pound-for-pound best in the world today. YG, the rapper. And there's Usher ringside here in Atlanta. All right, round 2. First round for Clarissa Sheilds, although Scott did have some moments. Chris, what are you seeing so far?
I see a woman in Clarissa Sheilds that wants to win a fight by knockout. We've seen Clarissa have success in the past, flurrying, throwing 8, 9, 10 punch combinations at times. I think she can do that any time against Case Scott. But that first round, she was looking for one big one.
Come on. It's
the fight now. Good right hand there to punctuate it from Shields.
Gotta give it to Case Scott. I mean, she's mixing it up with Shields, but look, Shields has the faster hands. I think she has the more compact power.
Y'all in the room, hit like.
Right now, Case Scott getting just like he's taking. I would love to see Shields throw body shots. That's what she neglects. She always neglects the body. She's always trying to hit her. If she can take down, get the respect of Scott downstairs, is something easier than the top. You see Shields trying to shoulder roll and trying to come back with that right hand. The body shot
Body shot from Shields and another one.
Ew.
Scott there. Scott though right there in the pocket.
I tell you what, that thump on the head of Case Scott is getting bigger and bigger. They're working on it in the corner after that last round, but that is going to be a real problem.
Yeah, usually bumps like that don't come from punches. They're usually by elbows. Or something sharp that hit her there. Because normally a glove doesn't do that. Or a headbutt.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the doctor take a look at this either after this round or the next one.
Exciting fight.
Downstairs. Good body work. We'll take your time with it.
Jamel Herring on X. Hater or lover, Clarissa Sheilds in the draw. Even got rival promoters giving her free promos. Talking about MVP, which has become sort of a rival for Clarissa Sheilds. She called it out yesterday. Said, I'll beat anybody on that roster. By the way, back in December of 2024, Kay Scott suffered 2 significant head clashes that are fighting against Desley Robinson.
Hit likes, we can keep the live going.
An enormous hematoma formed on her head, similar to what we're seeing here tonight. They've got to get that end swell going on her, Sergio.
They've been doing a good job pushing it down. I mean, it should have been a lot worse by now. So the corner, okay, Scott doing a tremendous job.
The worst one I ever remember seeing was
Steve Rockman.
Yeah, Steve Rockman, I believe, against Evander Holyfield.
Another man that was adept at using his head. That's great Holyfield.
Scott with a 1-2.
You know, I think Clarissa got on her forehead. She got a little knot.
It's hard to miss. She's got 2 heads. The left hook from Scott.
And Scott, this is what Scott needs to do. The other foot trying to push back. She said she was going to do it, and she is. I like the jab that she's throwing to the torso, to the gut area as well.
She's eating a lot more shots than she's handing out. Good body work from Clarissa in that exchange.
And Scott knew she was going to have to eat shots. She was going to have to go through fire.
Triple, quadruple shot from Sheilds. And Sergio, you wanted more body shots from the glove. She's giving them to you.
Good shot.
Are you surprised by what you're seeing
Yeah,
from
she got a knot
Scott?
on that forehead.
Or is this what you thought?
Well, I'm surprised with the toughness, because Shields should have hurt her by now. I mean, I'm confident in Shields' power and that she has the better technique, and just barely missing those left hooks that we're talking about what keys to victory. But shots like that, they're barely missing because of the lack of upper body movement of Scott. Clarissa Sheilds in complete control, but gutsy effort being shown by Scott.
Come on now, don't get caught. Oh, let me adjust. Let me adjust. Let me adjust. That should be better.
All right? Good work. Got that body. Get that body. That's good work. Clarissa Sheilds with the slightly faster hand. There's that shoulder roll, trying to catch her with that shoulder roll. Came up short right there. This is where Shields squares up, and there is openings for uppercuts. Both these fighters are scoring up. You can see that it's Shields with a slightly faster hand taking advantage of the shots around the guard.
I tell you, I love the chemistry that John David Jackson has with Andre Jarrell in the corner of Clarissa Sheilds. No overlap there. JDJ gives his instructions right at the top, points at Andre, he gives his piece. Very solid corner work by that team.
I like some what we saw in Tyson Fury's corner a few fights ago, where everyone was giving him conflicting information and talking over each other. It's good to see a corner that has their act together as we look at Chris Mannix's scorecard.
Yeah, pretty easy fight to score at this point. 3-0. Jay Scott, tough, landing a few shots, but overwhelming work being done right now by Clarissa Sheilds.
You see some openings for Scott to land some big punches, Sergio?
It looks like there's an opening with the right hand, but Clarissa keeps rolling with that shot. I mean, she's got really good at that shoulder roll, confident with that left shoulder, blocking that jab. So no, not yet. See how Shields has been practicing that just to get Scott to get overconfident, maybe overcommitting with a left jab and then coming over the top.
More good body work. John Jackson's asking for that after that last round. She's been doing effective body work these last 2 rounds. Good body shot there as well.
It's more body shots than we're accustomed to seeing from Clarissa Sheilds.
Look at some of these numbers. 174 to 98 advantage in punches thrown, 37 to 19 in the power punches landed.
Shields is not overloading like she has in the past. And this is by design. They've worked on this. They're working on breaking down opponents responsibly with that jab, not overloading, not losing your ground. Shields is looking sharp and responsible.
Nice shoulder roll again by Clarissa Sheilds. Two-time Olympic gold medalist.
And there's that overloading with that right hand. That's the first time I've seen her do it so far.
Ooh, stiff jab. Big crowd here tonight, an even bigger one coming up September 5th at the historic Croke Park. They're expecting 80,000 fans for the farewell song from Katie Taylor as she rounds out her incredible career live on the Zone.
I got plans to bring up. And I need you to be up in there. So what he's not even gonna do. He's gonna come out real high. What? Let's bring one on there.
They wanted to be rough in there, Sergio.
I love hearing that. They're not here to win a decision because they know they can't outbox someone like Clarissa Sheilds. They can try to outfight someone like Shields, but they gotta get her going. They gotta get her more of a tough fight.
All right, we're in round 5, scheduled for 10. Shields probably has won the first 4 rounds. Now she's allowing Scott to come to her. Maybe catch her with a counter right hand. She's that full counter. She's setting up for it, Sergio.
Shields is really good at fighting off the ropes. You see it in every fight. She's so comfortable flooring off them ropes.
There it was. It landed with Scott. True to form, trying to make it rough.
You can see that Scott's really strong on the inside when they tangle up on the inside. Shields is just sharper. There's that shot. You know, if you're not in a position to throw that right hand, you shouldn't throw it.
Now, Tay Scott trying to bully Shields on the inside. Why not? The crowd sounds like they're a little bit concerned, but I think Shields is allowing her to do this.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think there's a method to the madness here. Clarissa backed into that corner without being pushed there. So K-Scott wants to try to take advantage, but Clarissa lands some good counter shots here as well.
Oh, girl, you done came and got your old ass. This damn ring, this girl.
They're in this kind of grapple. The body's open to K-Scott, and Clarissa's using that as a way to get to the body.
But Shields is taking advantage with the body shot that uppercut.
Get up out that corner.
Beautiful shot. Both of them around.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
And now Shields coming off the ropes.
Shields don't whip their ass.
Strategic work. There's about 8 body shots that land in that exchange by Clarissa Sheilds.
She's gonna be swole up like a pumpkin tomorrow.
And again, Shields firing to the ribcage. Probably the best round of the fight, though, for Kay Scott. Not sure she won it. Oh, big left hand there, but Scott got hers in too.
So one second, the Shields gonna get the ropes. Look at the slight little catching and countering. A good body shot, missing that hook, but staying against the rope. Clarissa Sheilds is looking for an opening, real calm. Not letting Scott smother her. She still wants a little bit of space for that shot like that. Really clean work, even against the rope. This is work.
crowd has turned this into a party.
Yeah.
All right, round 6. Shields.
All right, come on, Shields, come on.
You think she's going to be able to get it?
K-Scott's been tough so far, taking the best that once Shields has thrown at her, but I do like the body work. When the knockout comes, it's going to come from a good body shot.
Shields said she normally does 6-week training camps, did 12 weeks in preparation for this fight because she said, I want to destroy Scott and
Running those last few pounds, so she's glad she took that full 12-week training camp.
I like the punch selection by Shields. You know, she's trying to set up that right hand, but when it's not there, she put them together real nicely, not overloading on the punches.
if you're wondering, yes, Clarissa Sheilds has been knocked down before, but it happened 8 years ago. It was a first-round flash knockdown against Hannah Gabriel.
Ooh, good shot. There's that left hook. Finally landed. Scott took it well.
Uh-oh, she's staring. It's over. She done. She done. She done.
Now was when Clarissa Sheilds beats the flurry. Let her hands go. Force the referee to step in, stop the fight.
He may stop it now, Chris. She doesn't look good. Can Shields get her first knockout?
Oh man, she about to get knocked out.
She's ready to go.
They threw the towel in. They threw the towel in. They threw the towel in.
Not one, not two, but 3 towers come in to stop this fight and stop that onslaught by Clarissa. What a beast performance here in Atlanta.
Atlanta is on fire.
No, you ain't all right, girl.
What a performance by the crowd. Another chapter is written as she comes back down.
Hit like.
The unified middleweight champion of the world.
We are watching something special. We're watching greatness. Who goes up to heavyweight, comes right back down to middleweight to do what she just did. Carrying that power from 160 to 175 plus, just bouncing around from different divisions, knocking out and beating up different champions. Incredible.
Anything less than a knockout was not going to please Clarissa Sheilds. She was on a seek and destroy mission, and that's exactly what she did. There will be an argument, Sergio. Maybe it's for a later day. But who will be the greatest female fighter who ever lived? Katie Taylor or Clarissa Sheilds? You tell me.
Listen, on any given day, you can go either side, but there's a reason Katie Taylor is in the pound-for-pound #1 list. There's a reason she's going to fill out a stadium. But Clarissa Sheilds is incredible. What she's doing from the amateurs all the way to the professional ranks, and only getting bigger, more popular, stronger, and hurting fighters like this. Taking her time, being in position. Just a beautiful, dangerous performance by Shields. There's that hook right there. Bad technique fold. K-Scott like I knew it would.
Clarissa is now 31 years old. She said earlier this week she wants to keep fighting until she's 38. So many more magical moments to come. And perhaps Lauren Price will be her next opponent. The Welsh woman, I'm sure, is watching this right now. Sergio, what do you think's going through her head?
Hey, listen, Lauren Price is another awesome fighter, front foot offensive Olympian, another great champion as well. But there's so many names that are around that list that Shields is the only one willing to sacrifice and go down in weight or go up in weight. More of these runners should do exactly just that to make the biggest fight happen.
That's what this crowd came to see. They wanted violence, and they got it. Sergio was going to go deep into the night. I can promise you that. The bars here don't close till 3 a.m. I don't think. Maybe 4. Well, Sergio asks us once after every fight, give us a grade.
Come on, man. How can you not give that an A++ type of performance? Perfect execution and exactly what Clarissa wanted to do. She did it with flying colors.
All right, Thomas Tribe already in there, my man. Tell us your story.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official time. 1 minute 38 seconds of round number 6. The blue corner retires their fighter. Our referee, Joel Scobie, accepts their retirement. Therefore, the winner by way of technical knockout, still undefeated, and the new WBA and WBC Women's Middleweight Champion of the World, known as the GOAT, Clarissa T-Rex Sheilds.
She's won world titles at 154 pounds, 160, 168, 175, having 5 division world champion, 3 divisions undisputed, and now Sergio, she's got 2 middleweight titles again, and she wants more.
Coming from undisputed heavyweight champion to unified middleweight champion. I mean, that's incredible. That really is greatness that we're watching and witnessing.
But hey, it takes 2 to tango, and how about Kay Scott stepping up to the plate and fighting with everything she has?
She has nothing to be ashamed of, and everything she said she was going to do, she attempted to do, but she was just in there with someone that was just way better, way greater, and way more experience on a professional level.
Whoa, Nelly. All right. Feel free to stay on that shot, Bob, our producer. What the heck are you doing there?
You need to get a lot of it, baby.
That's the director. He throws the director under the bus. Yeah, you rascal. But hey, I think Kay Scott brought a knife to a gunfight tonight, and it was Clarissa Sheilds who blew her away as we go into the ring and Chris Mannix.
Well, Clarissa, congratulations. You get your 19th win, 4th knockout, collect belts number 20 and 21 on your resume, and you prove again you're the queen of 160 pounds. How'd you feel about that performance?
Oh, man. I felt, well, one, I want to give my honor, and I want to thank God. And I want to thank my team, Coach John, Coach Andre Durrell, I want to thank Pat Poole, thank Win Record, Dukes Network, The Zone, District Leader, my promoter. Man, this was a hard camp. It was a hard camp. You know, I always tell myself that everything is easy work, but it was a really hard camp. I cut 38 pounds. I started 14 weeks ago. I was 198, and then I got down to 160, and it was a hard camp. I mean, the most disciplined I've been since the Olympics, I feel like.
You knew coming in you probably had a big skill advantage, speed advantage, accuracy advantage, but it seemed like from the opening bell you were looking to get that stoppage.
No, I was actually just trying to figure her out. She was stronger than what I thought. She was very strong, and I knew that when we cut him the way that I cut, that I didn't want to exert too much early. So I was trying to make sure I can deal with her strength and not get caught with nothing crazy, because I'm not as strong as I feel at 175. But I am a strong, but I just don't feel like it. I started going to her body and breaking her down, and I think that my jabs and everything was really on point, but I kind of thought that Kay, all the girls are super tough and go 10 rounds. So I was like, well, do the same thing, I'm going to go 10 rounds, so how can I go, knock her out? And once I go into the body and seeing that my right hand was just landing, I'm like, get a little bit closer, take my time with my shots. And when I think I threw a right hook and a right, and I slowed it down, and all 3 of them hit, and I think her leg is up, I'm like, oh shit, she's ready to go. So we've been working on that.
Oh shit, she ready to
She
go.
seemed to get her with a clean shot. It's got a delayed reaction from her there before she went down. What did you see there?
I just remember her getting close and going to right, hook, right, and I think that she was trying to fight back, and I think another right and a hook, and then she started wobbling and going down.
Seemed seemed like they threw every towel in the locker room in there at the very end. You disappointed?
They threw every towel in the locker room. They be talking shit.
I'm happy with my performance. I'm happy with my camp. I sprained my knee. Everybody keeps asking me about my game. Knee brace. I sprained my knee 2 weeks ago working on delivering my power with a shot. And my thing popped out of my leg. So I was trying to make it in pop out during the fight. So I had to wait for this thing the past 2 weeks. But I felt really good. I feel really strong. And I can't wait to fight against Lauren Price at 160.
I'll ask you about that. But you coming down here to Atlanta, this was your idea. You were
Hit
selling
like,
out arenas
please, hit
in
like.
Michigan. You came down here. 16,000 fans here in Atlanta that came to see you tonight.
That is so crazy to me. Oh my God! I walked out here, I said, oh, they in this level for your girl. Man, I knew I could do it. Atlanta loves black excellence, just like Detroit. And I came out here to show why I'm pound number one.
All right, so Lauren Price, is that the fight that you want next?
Yes, if I can get it in between December and January. If not, I will learn about it against Michaela or Cam Tebow. She got the rest of 3 belts. She don't really had that many fights in the professionals, but she got belts. It's not my fault this girl don't have the experience that I have. But hey, she got a belt that I know belongs to me, and that's the ring belt. I've always been number 1 at 160, and when I decided to come back down to 160, that automatically made me number 1. I don't know how the ring magazine let Kelsey and Cam fight for the
Thank you. Please hit like if you're in the building.
Congratulations, Clarissa.
Yes, thank you. And to all my fans, I love y'all. For spending your hard-earned money, get y'all hotels, y'all flights.
I'll have a tripod next time.
And y'all on buses from Flint. I love y'all. And I can't wait to get back out here and do this again.
All right, Dimitri, we'll give you the last word. You want to come back to Atlanta?
Atlanta was great. Clarissa made history again, being the first woman to headline an event in this beautiful world-class venue. Clarissa's goal is to fight the best. She's been going up and down the way historically. And one of the biggest and the best fights. Atlanta, Detroit, New York City. Here we come.
Sky's the limit. Appreciate it, Dimitri.
All right, Sergio, Clarissa Sheilds, as she always says, I'll fight anybody, but she's really dialed in on Lauren Price. Will that be a competitive fight?
Oh, that'll be an incredible fight. I mean, it'll be an internationally popular fight. And I
All right, I'm ending here. Good night.
Night.
in her name. She's a champion. She's a rare. So the fact that she goes for popularity in champions, and also the champions deserve the respect and recognition.
All right, well, they wanted a show. They got a show. Clarissa Sheilds showing out in Atlanta, Georgia. Her first time fighting outside of Michigan in 4 years. She improves to 19-0 and wants to fight as soon as December. And next week, we are headed to Las Vegas, Nevada, for a DAZN pay-per-view live from the T-Mobile Arena, as Rolly Romero and Teofimo Lopez will have to put their friendship on the back burner and slug it out. You can see it live as part of your DAZN Ultimate Package, August the 22nd. Let's jump into the highlights of this, our main event. Sergio, plenty of good stuff to talk about.
Man, it's everything. It was a Clarissa Sheilds show, and I love the patience she showed. The patience, the punch placement, the power, everything was from the foundation, though. When we said, what would a